Do you want to start us off?
Yeah, I'm Jake, and I'm from Dallas, and I will be playing keys and synth. I guess we can say that.
I'm David Stimson, and I'm from Austin, Texas, and I play bass.
I'm Ian Salazar, and I'm from recently New York. I play drums in the band.
Mm-hmm. And I'm Brody. I make up the songs and play guitar.
I'm Zach. I live in Austin, Texas, and I play pedal steel.
I'm Marshall, and I'm from Dallas, and I play guitar in the band.
So, all from around a little bit of different places. How'd y'all come to be a band?
We've all lived in Austin at some point, or are still in Austin. And then Marshall and I both moved from Austin to Dallas and have been in Dallas for like 5 years or 6 years or something now. And that's where we met Jake. And at the time, Ian was living in Dallas as well and playing in bands. And I'd played in a band with David before, and Zach plays with like every band.
Every band he's played with.
Yeah, every band. But we, obviously we're all just like friends, and so Marshall and I recorded a record, and then we needed people to play, and so we just called our friends.
Awesome. Hell yeah. That's cool.
So that's it. The rest is history. And that's it.
Amen. That's awesome. That's a wrap. Have y'all played in College Station before? Have any of y'all played in College Station before? You have?
I haven't.
I played music.
Yeah.
College Station always.
Hung out here before.
Yeah.
It's hot.
Yeah.
It's like living in a human mouth.
That's a good way to put it.
Is it not? Pretty hot. It is.
Last time I was here, I was driving home during the winter storm. I was like in Houston.
Oh no.
I had like a cabin for the weekend, and like had to drive from Houston to Austin and pass through College Station, and that's when it got like really bad.
Yeah.
So this was the last like bit of like peace we had. It was all downhill.
I lived here for a summer one time, actually.
Cool.
Yeah. And my brother went to school here, and I lived here, and I just essentially like rode my bike around for a summer.
Nice.
And that was it. Yeah.
Did you ever come out to Wolfpen for any concerts or anything? Or?
I didn't do anything. I didn't know anyone.
Yeah.
So literally all I did was like, I literally just rode my bike and like played music and stuff. It was actually like a really dark summer.
It does not sound like a dark summer at all. It sounds so nice.
Well, it was cool, but it was just very isolating because I didn't know anyone.
Oh, sure.
And so
That's the way to find friends, is to ride your bike around town in an air-conditioned, heavy area.
Yeah.
Did you find bike riding buds?
No. I rode by myself. I would go out like across the highway, like across 6 to like country roads and just ride. And,
okay.
My thing was I would listen to the Grateful Dead and just ride for like hours.
So you're like training for like a triathlon almost, like you're just out there biking.
Maybe unknowingly.
You should sign up for an Ironman. You should go for it.
Yeah, we Peloton now.
Okay.
My wife and I have Marshall's Peloton.
Nice.
His
There
old
we go.
I thought you were pointing to Mark.
Yeah.
My wife.
I mean, it is we both moved to Dallas.
Yeah.
It's kind of like your work wife.
Yeah. Believe it with the record, I imagine.
Work-life balance.
David.
Oh my god.
That's it. Yeah.
I have never played in College Station. I'm excited to play in a place that has a moat. That's going to be really
I
cool.
was going to say the moat. Is that to prevent super fans from getting too close? Are you guys going to release some sort of giant lizards in there, like a crocodile or alligator, to make sure that we stay safe? What's happening with the moat? Or is it just a flood and it's normally supposed to be just concrete?
No, it's usually about that length, and it's
Will the
probably
water
like a mix
rise?
of both. We'll add some stuff in there for flair. And,
Cool.
For the most part, though, it's just so fans don't get on stage with y'all. That's cool. And for y'all, like if y'all want to jump in and like swim around.
It does look pretty inviting.
No, it's pretty gnarly. Yeah, definitely don't recommend getting in there.
I think it's a mud pit.
Yeah, it's straight up mud. Yeah.
I thought it was going to be deeper.
Yeah.
And so I was kind of bummed that.
Yeah, but at night or like when it gets darker, it looks deeper, so you can't see all the way through. So
That's showbiz.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Showbiz,
That's
babe.
good. That's showbiz, baby.
But yeah, I've played here one other time at Grand Stafford.
Okay.
And,
Great
but
venue.
it's been a long time. It's been several years. So
Awesome. Cool.
we're excited to play. And you've played here quite a few times, right?
Quite a few times.
Yeah.
With the Duncan Fellows.
Okay.
So. Stop
Yeah, we'll cut it out. We'll cut it
That
out.
was my plan, so that I didn't have to talk about Duncan Fellows, and so they're gonna take
Stop
out that
saying
whole
it.
We're gonna get sued.
Just a whole.
trying to-
Yeah.
Yeah, all the
we've
plugs
played
for
this
other
stage
bands.
before, and yeah, you are really far away from people. and so-
Oh yeah.
But I usually like playing shows where the interaction with like the audience is like limited.
Yeah.
Like no one's even there.
Yeah. You're saying you're used to playing
Not
this
by
kind of
choice.
show?
We just adapted to it. Yeah.
Brody, I know you've done a lot of solo shows. So how has the transition been with having a band behind you and on stage and
Yeah. It's
Everything they bring.
just so much more fun.
Yeah.
And like traveling is so much more fun. It can be like really like emotionally draining just driving by yourself, especially like we did a run of shows in like the South, and like we played a couple really small venues, like no one came, and then it's just you in the car afterwards, just like what am I doing? So it's so much more fun to play with your friends and just like the new music.
Yeah.
Like this is the first music that I've written for the purpose of everything is with a band, and it's just way more fun. It's like it's just like what I've always personally wanted to play is like really loud music, and and everyone is just so good, and even if they weren't, they'd be in the band anyways because we're friends. So we'll see. Yeah, Dave. But yeah, it's a total blast. It's been the time of our little old lives.
Yeah. So how does like the writing process go? Like, do you like work with like as a whole, or do you just kind of go like by yourself and then like key in people and get like feedback or whatever and go from there?
Usually I write all the songs by myself. And then recording wise, all the new stuff is like very heavily Marshall like was kind of my main like. I mean, he produced everything and recorded everything.
Sweet.
And so a lot like the reason that that we sound the way we do, even on stage, is a lot of just like Marshall's ideas and stuff.
Awesome.
So
Nice.
he has kind of like the rock and roll brain, and I just kind of make up the lyrics. So
Bringing it all together.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. How do you go about like coming up with lyrics and like the process behind that?
I don't know. I
It
just
comes to you, yeah.
yeah. It just kind of. Sometimes it's really easy. You can just do it. Other times it doesn't. I read a lot of books.
Nice.
And I lift a lot of material from other people.
Awesome. What's your favorite book?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, I don't like lift.
I thought you were going that way. I was like,
And also, it's not plagiarizing, but you get ideas. Yeah.
Fully plagiarizing. That's your
You're terrible. You're
Getting swole
terrible.
with knowledge.
what's your like all time like anyone's like I want to read a book, you recommend it to them, like what's that book?
Oh man, that's really hard. I love Kitchen Confidential by Anthony Bourdain. That's he's like what has been like my hero since I was
He's a
in
cool
like
guy,
middle
yeah.
school,
Yeah.
and that book is just crazy. It's so
Yeah.
awesome. But
Oh
yeah, but there's some other good ones too.
yeah, that's cool. So y'all traveled to Nashville and New Orleans. How was that? And just being able to travel with your friends, go hang out at some awesome cities, and then play live music, and then just chill.
Yeah.
Any funny stories or?
What?
So we were playing in Nashville, and Brody had food poisoning for like a few days. We actually had to practice without him because he wasn't in a state where he could be in the room with us.
Yeah.
But so we get to the show in Nashville, and we're playing our set, and he's doing stage banter, and he tells the crowd information that we did not know, which is that he was still going through his food poisoning bout and was driving, and he had pooped his pants. And so we didn't know this. And apparently, when it happened, he realized it happened, took the next exit, and he probably was like, "Hey, anyone need to go to the restroom?" "Oh yeah, we'll take this exit." And went to the restroom, cut his boxers clean off, right? With the pocket knife.
Cut him so free.
Can you please fill in the gaps of our knowledge?
So you didn't tell them, and you just told the
We found out on stage.
Really? There's no evidence or anything. Like you just got in and out.
Yeah, well,
That's pretty impressive. Like, good work.
This is good.
it was, and this has actually happened in other circumstances before. Not like pooping my pants, but the bathroom, it was like it was just a really gross gas station, and the bathroom was like also really gross, and but then there was stuff all over the floor. So it was one of the ones where I was, but I couldn't. So I didn't want to take my like pants off because they would have got stuff on them from being on the floor.
Yeah.
But I had to get rid of my boxers, and there also wasn't any toilet paper. So I had a pocket knife, and so I just cut the boxers off, and then. I ended up having to I walked out of the bathroom when all of this was like said and done, like holding these boxers, and I had to like walk through the gas station and throw them way outside. And so it was rough. It was really rough. Yeah, there was no trash can. And
Did you get any looks? You're just like, nah, nothing's going on.
I just kept my head down. Yeah.
That was actually not the first time that someone had carried shit through that gas station. So,
That's probably valid. Yeah,
they were probably like, yeah, what's up?
But we did. I was not going to tell that story. We did. We got to spend the 4th of July in New Orleans. We took an off day and just stayed.
Oh, yeah.
And it was like the greatest day
That's awesome.
ever. Like, it's great.
How was it hot? I bet in July. Yeah.
It was nice. It was hot, but it like felt good.
Yeah.
Treated ourselves to the Ace Hotel.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
We went to Verdi Mark twice.
Oh my god.
Did y'all
Talking to
hit?
Anthony Bourdain.
Yeah.
crossover.
Oh yeah, I bet that's nice.
He had I feel like anytime I travel, I just look for what Anthony Bourdain likes to do in a city, which definitely like makes it easy, and also like typically it's not like the most like tourist ridden kind of places. So it was nice, and Verdi Mart is like. It's like a New York bodega, but worse and in New Orleans.
Yeah.
So it's like the best place on earth.
Heaven on earth.
On the curb.
Yeah.
Where you can smell the trash can next to it.
Yeah,
And that's
yeah.
why it tastes
Yeah.
better, maybe, or so good. Yeah.
It's like, well, at least I'm not eating trash. It's like putting salt on your watermelon. It makes it sweeter.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We ate
Eating
so
next
much
to
good
dumpster.
food. Like
That was
every
the
city
whole
we were in
purpose.
was like we would just find like the best spots. We went to
That's-
Roberta's in Nashville. Like, it was incredible. We're all like foodies.
It was like sprinkling while we were eating, and it was.
It was
Magical.
after like an 11-hour drive.
Yeah.
It was very
and-
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that really was like the whole purpose of our travels. It was
It
like
kind of became like a food tour.
that's all we did was
What's the best?
Oh, the muffaletters.
First story in this story. You know what I mean? Starting to connect some things.
Cannoli.
We're just humans.
yeah, we're just humans. So, but it was a good time.
That's cool. Yeah, so y'all weren't like getting grenades or those big ass beers or anything. Like,
Oh, we did.
you kind of have to. You know? You gotta experience.
Is it?
You gotta experience that.
It's. I always get Lafitte and Lafayette always mixed up, but I think it's Lafitte's blacksmith
yeah.
shop in New Orleans.
Yeah.
It's like in the French Quarter, and they do those like purple slushies that I've just always like heard like, and I'm not. Any of these guys will tell you I'm not like the drinking boy typically, but I was just like, all right, cool. Like, there's also like a lot of history, which is kind of like a bummer that like this like historical site has been turned into like a place that hawks like snow cones.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh man, it's like I think it's like Jean Lafitte, like the pirate, used to like
Yeah.
draft battle plans and stuff with like the founders of the United States, allegedly. Yeah, exactly. They would draft slushy plans for machines in the future. But we did I kind of like, I think we were gonna go, and so we like hung out there for a second, and I think I accidentally signed Ian up for one of them.
Oh, you did.
And I don't know if you can tell, but I can handle those a lot better than Ian can. And about halfway through, Ian was like, I think I'm gonna throw this away, man. And I was like, you're not throwing that away. And definitely drank like at least 1.5 of them pretty fast. We did walk it off.
Yeah, that's the good thing is you walk.
And I felt like I was in a really good pocket,
Yeah.
which was great. It was very good.
After that.
Yes, it was fun.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
But what a vibrant city. It was just-
Yeah, it is a fun
The
place.
best city in the
Yeah.
world, man.
It's
Wonderful.
It
It's
has to
great.
be.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's some really, really cool music.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, obviously there's like jazz and like, which there's some like the most insane musicians ever, but so many good
On the corner.
like
Yeah, just
songwriters and like
everywhere,
rock
yeah.
bands and
And poets.
Yeah.
And, you know,
Yeah.
playwrights and stuff. Like it's just like an artful.
That's
town.
cool.
yeah.
Did y'all get any like inspiration from that trip, or kind of hold on to anything that kind of is in your brain
Yeah,
still?
you know, we actually literally the next day we stayed out and did stuff on the 4th of July, and then we stopped at a studio in Silsbee, Texas, the following day, where a producer that we love works out of, and we got to like record like a live session.
Oh,
So it's
yeah.
kind of cool to that
That's
exists
awesome.
like as a
Yeah.
memory. I hope something happens with it
Yeah,
one
that
day.
would,
But
that would sound really great.
yeah, that was cool.
That
Yeah.
is cool.
so
So through all those places, what's been the best venue to perform at?
Mohawk.
Oh, yeah,
We
the
got to-
Mohawk.
Oh,
Mohawk
yeah.
In
We
Austin.
got
was
to
our
open for
first
Duncan
show.
Fellows, and
Leave that one out.
our first show was pretty intimidating. It was like Mohawk, which isn't a lot of bands' first show, and we were like, well, let's just rip it. It was
Yeah.
fun.
It went well.
That's awesome.
That's
Yeah.
like my favorite venue in Austin,
Same.
hands down. So getting to play on that outside stage was very special and cool.
It's kind of a dream.
Yeah.
For a lot of like
Yeah.
young musicians.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was lucky enough to be there. Y'all killed it. It was an
Ah,
awesome. Yeah, hey, absolutely. I was. It's funny because like a lot of the pictures that were taken were kind of from like the left side of the stage, and then you know how like there's that higher spot where you can like cover around. So all of our friends were up there, and so we were in a lot of them. We were like, hell yeah.
we're gonna have to go back and look.
Yeah, circle. Yeah. Find you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for being there.
Yeah, hey, y'all put on a hell of a show.
It was so fun. It was so hot.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
You were in overalls. You were.
Oh.
Yeah.
The uniform. Yeah. I just got them altered.
Okay.
Oh, nice. Go.
I have them, yeah. So I didn't wear them on the run of shows because I was food poisoned.
Yeah.
White.
Probably a bad. It's a bad combo. Yeah.
So, but tonight I might break them out. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you have pretty cool, like, we were looking at your website and like in the about section, you have some cool inspiration. Can you kind of talk about like those those artists that you look up to and kind of
Yeah.
resonate with?
Yeah, I can't remember what's up there or what it says.
I forget, yeah.
But I mean, yeah, the new stuff. Marshall and I went on a trip to Los Angeles during the pandemic. Or we like drove out there, and we just like got to listen to a bunch of cool music, and it was before we'd started recording. So I think a lot of what we are playing is really shaped by kind of what we listened to on that trip, and it was like a lot of. There's like a songwriter named Jason Molina who's in a band called Songs Ohio, and one of our friends is a guy named Will Johnson who's in a band called Centromatic. They're one of my favorite bands growing up. People like Lucinda Williams and then also like Nirvana and Dinosaur Jr. and stuff like that. We're big fans, and also like everyone here like plays in other bands that we're huge fans of. Like love the Duncan Fellows so much. And Ian played with a band called Watering for a long time, and they still are like one of my favorite bands ever. And then Marshall's always working in the studio with other bands and stuff that come through. So I don't know. We have we get to consume a
That's
lot
cool. Yeah,
of
you get a lot of different kind
cool
of
art.
sounds and stuff, and kind
Yeah.
of blend it to your own style.
Mhm.
That's cool.
yeah,
That's
definitely.
awesome.
Do y'all have anything going forward for the rest of the summer, or any upcoming stuff? I know.
Yeah, this will be the last show for, well, next month I think we are gonna play a couple shows, maybe like one or two. We're gonna try to take it easy. We have,
Okay.
the new record will come out.
Yeah.
And so until then, we're gonna kind of drop off the face of the earth probably.
Cool.
And Ian's moving up to Brooklyn,
Yeah.
like tomorrow.
Shit.
So, so there, everyone kind of has their own stuff going on that,
Yeah.
and we're, yeah, and we will be playing with other bands and stuff as well. But
So just naturally kind of like taking a little bit of a break, and then
yeah,
Sweet. So do you know like what time the new album's gonna come out, or?
it's all confidential business information right now.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, but let me tell you, it's something.
All right, sweet. Yeah, we're definitely looking forward to it. We're
Cool.
excited
Yeah,
for it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, thank y'all for having us. We're,
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course. Yeah.
We're
Thank y'all
stoked.
for sitting down with us.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah.
Having a good
It was awesome.
conversation. Yeah.
Thanks for not saying anything offensive.
No.
We held it back.
Yeah, there's a lot
we're gonna
Coming
leave
from
it
the
for
guy that
after
told the
then.
poop his
Yeah.
pants story.
Yeah, I was saying, y'all did it for us with that. We didn't know how to follow that, so.
Well, what can you do?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Well, thank y'all. Look forward to
Yeah, we can't
Appreciate
wait.
it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thank y'all.
Sweet.
Right on.
Hell yeah.
Gee, boys.
Good stuff.
Pizza sticks.
Yeah, go get some.
And that's the end of it.